And now, we have the last of the 3 Cutie Map episodes, with Twilight finally getting to travel somewhere after waiting so long. Meaning there's more than a little anticipation for this one to live up to. So from a critic first and a fan second, here's the second opinion. So does this episode continue Twilight's character arc and take it to the next level just in time for the season finale? Kinda, sorta, not really. Hey, for all I know, maybe something after this will call back to Twilight feeling cooped up in her castle, but for now, this episode presents itself very much as simply the end point of that, with Twilight just excited to have finally gotten her turn and bringing all of the over-the-top preparation she can manage. Still, unlike the last one, the gags don't make her feel like a caricature here. There's clearly a difference between when the episode is having fun at her expense and when it's not.
I've prepared our things. Snacks, books, blankets, books. You said books twice. There are a lot of books.
So then how does the episode turn out overall? Actually, it's really enjoyable. There's a real sense of fun-loving enthusiasm to this one. And I don't mean the cocky, hey, look how clever we are, we made the characters act stupid kind of fun-loving. It actually seems like the writers are getting into the story just as much as they want us to. We get cool new spells, callbacks to the old stuff that fit right in, and an interesting character dynamic with Twilight being the Princess of Friendship, a status that doesn't extend to Fluttershy. Which isn't entirely fair, since Fluttershy's also earned her place as an element of harmony, but luckily she never minded fading into the background anyway.
I am Twilight Sparkle, the Princess of Friendship, and I'm here to solve your friendship problem. I'm Fluttershy, and, I'm here too.
In fact, some of this reminded me that I really was missing a lot of the extra-mile creativity that made this show feel like a breath of fresh air. Fan service and reference humor can be fun in moderation, but stuff like this that feels different from the standard procedure we've already seen in other shows is what fans were latching onto in the first place. And the humor works for a similar reason. It really does seem to be getting into and having fun with the silliness of it all.
Excuse us, but what are you doing?
We're pumpkining our neighbors.
Yes, but, why are you pumpkining your neighbors?
And like I said, you can even catch it going above and beyond in the little moments.
We're in the middle of a giant feud with our terrible neighbors!
Even the stuff that's a little bit flat, like Twilight thinking she solved the problem ahead of time, works well enough because they don't overplay it too much. Like in Twilight's case, they keep the part with her being dense fairly straight-faced and casual, and save the silliness for the gag itself that follows.
Ready to go home, Fluttershy? I'd love to, but if we solved the problem already, shouldn't our cutie marks be glowing again? Any minute now.
And the depiction of stubborn, ego-fueled fighting is also passable for what it's worth, doing a fair job showing what keeps the stupidity behind conflicts like these going strong. In fact, it wasn't until the very end that I realized I definitely hadn't enjoyed this episode as much as any of the really great ones. The solution is basically a deus ex machina, and that makes you realize that the story didn't really follow an escalating arc or go for any major moments of insight. For example, Twilight's book thing, though thankfully it wasn't too overplayed either, still didn't give us the most compelling character arc to get behind. It's all basically a string of hijinks, plenty of fun while it lasted, but ultimately nothing that hasn't been topped by the best episodes. Still, I'd have to say it's fun enough to be the best episode so far for writers Joanna Lewis and Christine Sonko, who at this point definitely take home the gold for best new writers this season. They didn't quite get in any great ones, but even the least of their outings tops almost all of the other newbie episodes. They pack a certain inventive gusto in what they do, which is something I think has partially drained out of this show over time, and it makes them kind of refreshing, so I'll definitely look forward to seeing them back next season. In the meantime, though, there's another writer on the team who, though we had our differences this season, I'm sorry to say won't be back. And next week, we'll be looking at our very last episode. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, well, go ahead and build your fort and I'll start a pumpkining you soon. And if you'd like to watch another video in this series, click the link on the right. Otherwise, just check the description for more links and I'll see you next time.